ASRock unveils at high-end X870 and X870 motherboards with robust VRMs and connectivity for AMD Ryzen AM5 CPUs. ASRock has officially unveiled its next-gen X870 and X870 motherboards with high-end VRMs that are designed for the latest AMD AM5 Ryzen CPUs. ASRock unveils supercharged X870 and X870 motherboards, with up to 27 power phases, tons of connectivity and features that deliver the best experiences on existing and future AMD Ryzen AM5 CPUs. Several manufacturers have already introduced their new X870 and X870 chipset motherboards that are designed for existing and new AMD Ryzen AM5 desktop CPUs. This time it's ASRock that has joined the list with 7 brand new AM5 motherboards, offering terrific design for the modern PC hardware. ASRock has built and dedicated a microsite for the new motherboards that provide their specifications in detail, and we also got a close-up of these motherboards during Computex 2024. These motherboards include X870 Teiki, X870 Nova Wi-Fi, X870 Teiki Lite, X870 Steel Legend Wi-Fi, X870 Riptide Wi-Fi, X870 PRORS Wi-Fi, X870 PRORS. From the newly unveiled motherboard lineup, there are 3 X870 and 4 X870 chipset motherboards, which target mid-range to enthusiast-grade motherboard categories. The flagship one as of now is the X870 Teiki motherboard, boasting a solid 24+2+1 power phase VRM with 110 ASPS for core, ensuring a stable voltage supply for overclocking enthusiasts. Then there is the X870 Teiki Lite, which offers an identical power delivery but slightly toned down connectivity and an RGB-less look. The motherboard still rocks great power delivery as the standard Teiki but will be priced attractively. The main highlights of the Teiki series include all class equals card list greater than EX, 24+2+1 power phase, 110 ASPS for core, 4 XDDR5 DIMMs, 2 key 5.0x16, 1 blazing M.2, key Gen 5x4, 3 Hyper M.2, key Gen 4x4, 2 USB4 Type-C, rear, 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type-C, front, 5 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-A, rear, 7 USB 3.2 Gen 1, 3 rear, 4 front, 5 Gbps LAN and 802.11b Wi-Fi 7. As release design, only Teiki. Toolless multi-layer M.2 heatsink. M.2 bottom heatsink. These two ASRock X870 Teiki motherboards share the E8X form factor and bring 2x PCIe Gen 5.0 x16 slots natively and 4x M.2 slots with both Gen 5.0 and Gen 4.0 speeds. The X870 Teiki has an additional S-release design, which is absent on the Lite version, but both boards come with a toolless multi-layer M.2 heatsink and a M.2 bottom heatsink for the SSDs. Aesthetically, the X870 Teiki brings beautiful RGB lighting on the chipset and above the bottom PCIe X16 slot, while the Teiki Lite doesn't. In the high-end gaming category, there is the ASRock X870 Nova Wi-Fi motherboard with 20+2+1 power phase VRM, 4 XDDR5 DIMMs for DDR5 memories, 1x PCIe 5.0 x16 slot, 1x PCIe 3.0 x16 slot, and 1x PCIe 3.0 x1 slot for GPUs and other expansion cards. The following are the main highlights of the Nova Wi-Fi. All class equals card list greater than 80x. 20+2+1 power phase, 110 ASPS for core. 4 XDDR5 DIMMs. 1 key 5.0x16, 1 key 3.0x16, 1 key 3.0x1. 1 Blazing M.2, Key Gen 5x4. 3 Hyper M.2, Key Gen 4x4. 1 M.2, Key Gen 3x2 and SATA 3. 2 USB4 Type-C, rear. 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type-C, front. 5 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-A, rear. 7 USB 3.2 Gen 1, 3 rear, 4 front. 5 Gbps LAN and 802.11b Wi-Fi 7. As release design. Toolless multi-layer M.2 heatsink. M.2 bottom heatsink. The rest of the boards are based on the X870 chipset and target the mid-range market. These are the X870 Steel Legend Wi-Fi, X870 Riptide Wi-Fi, X870 PRORS Wi-Fi, and X870 PRORS, each of them offering a 14+2+1 power phase VRM with 88 Dr.MOS. The following are the main highlights of the X870 Steel Legend Wi-Fi. All class equals guard list greater than ATX. 14+2+1 power phase, 88 Dr.MOS for core. 4 XDDR5 DIMMs. 1 key 5.0x16, 1 key 4.0x16. 1 Blazing M.2, Key Gen 5x4. 2 Hyper M.2, Key Gen 4x4. 2 USB4 Type-C, rear. 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type-C, front. 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-A, rear. 7 USB 3.2 Gen 1, 3 rear, 4 front. 2.5 Gbps LAN and 802.11b Wi-Fi 7. Toolless multi-layer M.2 heatsink. M.2 bottom heatsink. Their appearance differs but most of their specs are similar. The differences can be seen generally in connectivity, and component support, and will be more apparent when we get their full specs revealed. ASRock has created several tabs for showcasing the premium features of its upcoming motherboards and has also uploaded a teaser video on YouTube. At the moment, the information on what RAM frequency each motherboard will support and how many headers are available for coolers, fans, RGB, ARGB devices, etc. are not revealed. We do know the fundamental specifications for each of these motherboards, and ASRock will likely come up with more such motherboards targeting the budget, mid-range, and high-end PC markets. Unfortunately, the dedicated motherboard pages aren't live on the site but may appear in a few days since the launch is very near. Most motherboard makers are expected to launch their X870 and X870 motherboards this month on the 30th of September and will follow up with the budget B850 and B840 motherboards later.